Hey, I'm Jared from Shaping the Silence, and today I'm going to be showing you how I built the PowerPac for my suit. Let's go. Now this week I didn't record my commentary while I was working on things, so we're going to be doing this voiceover style. Hope you don't mind too much. Anyway, I started work by designing and 3D printing the main enclosure. Now, the reason why I designed it in the way that I did is largely aesthetics. While things do need to function well, they also need to look cool at the expense of function in some instances. We'll get to some of those trade-offs later on in the video. As you can see on this print, there are a whole bunch of wispies coming off of it. For example, here's a different print that I had. In order to get rid of wispies, this is what I do. Just get a torch out and burn them. With the main enclosure done, the next step was getting the battery holder in place. Now before installing the battery holder, I wanted to install this chip on the back, which makes sure that the batteries don't drop below a certain voltage. Now lithium batteries can be kind of dangerous if not handled properly, so this prevents things from going haywire and blowing up on me. With the board installed on the back of the battery holder, I can now install the switch and wire the whole thing together. After the assembly, I tested out to see what the voltage is, and there we go. We are good to go. Now to print the bottom of the case. Oh, wait, what are you doing? Get that little wispy out of there. Come on. Come on, really? Fine. Don't do it. There we go. Now the bottom of the case will house the output port as well as the electronics that will be used to animate the lights and change their color based on how much battery's left. This is really important because the lights are kind of a big part of my aesthetic here. When it comes to this project, I'm not particularly great at planning things out meticulously, so one of the issues I ran into here was fitting everything in. I didn't really plan on getting these electronics into here, I just kind of thought that maybe it would happen somehow. To be honest, I kind of plan on redoing all this stuff at some point in the future when I have a better idea of what I actually want out of it. So after the plug, I had to install a buck converter for stepping the voltage down to 5 volts to power the Arduino, and then I also had to install the Arduino so that I could control the lights. The next step was programming, which I'm not super great at, but after copying code from the MIDI blaster and deleting a whole bunch of stuff from it, I got something that worked pretty well. In order to read the battery level, I'm actually checking the voltage using a voltage divider feeding directly into the Arduino. So the voltage divider divides the voltage coming off the batteries into a range that won't burn up the Arduino, and then the Arduino is taking that voltage value and using it to kind of estimate how much battery is left. Not super accurate, but it works okay and it looks cool. And that's the part that counts. Next, I made an external buck converter. Now this one is specifically for the MIDI blaster. Reason why I'm using this to step down the voltage to 5 volts instead of the one that's installed directly inside of the battery is because I wanted to make sure I had enough current. The little one that I installed would probably overheat if I tried to run everything off of it. Notice my use of zip ties? Yeah, that's to glue the bottom to the top of the battery case. And yes, that is a bad idea. That said, done is better than perfect, and I can always redo this if I need to. After finishing it up, I ran a very unscientific test where I plugged it into the MIDI blaster, turned it on, and let it run for a while. After about 2 hours, it got down to an orangish color, and I decided to call it quits there because I had things to do. Seeing that it could last well over 2 hours means I should have no issues with battery life in the future. And with that, I am done. We have the power system created for the suit that I'm building, so now I don't have to worry about how I'm going to power up all of my systems. Has a nice belt loop on the back of it for connecting to my belt, making it really nice. It's reasonably compact, but mostly it looks cool and it gives me the power I need. If you guys like this video, please let YouTube know by hitting the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Now, if only I had a few more buttons for controlling my performance when things get more complicated. See you next time. Bye.